Welcome everyone in to tonight's well-anticipated matchup between the number 4 and number 5 teams in the 4A in the Stayton Eagles and the Philomath Warriors. This will be a good one, folks. This is for the top spot in the Oregon West Conference. The Eagles just have one loss. They are 4-1 in the Oregon West Conference with just one loss, while the Warriors are undefeated currently in league, coming off their 7-game win streak and are looking to keep it going tonight. And so now we're going to bring out the starting lineups for tonight's game. Got lots of talent all around both teams. Some of the best players in the state.
And in the stands, and now let's bring the starting lineups for tonight's game, beginning with the State Eagles. And ball is 6 senior number 1, Jacob Axmaker.
Jacob Axmaker, lethal shooter from beyond the arc. Number 2, Gavin Bernig. Number 4, Gabriel Wingington, 6'6". Number 5, Jonathan Daniels, 6'4". And number 21, Garrett Carlson, standing at 6'7". So everyone except Axmaker over 6'4". Very tall lineup. And now here come the Warriors. Sorry, a little interruption there, but we got 2 seniors in Cole Matthews and Cameron Ordway. Then we got Ty May, the leader of this team. And then we got Cole Beardsley, who has been hot as of late, dropping 16 last game, leading the Warriors in scoring. And then, of course, Chad Russell, the other twin tower to this Warriors squad. So, yeah, we're in for a treat tonight, folks. It'll be a good one. It'll be exciting. And so this will be a good test for the Warriors to see if they can continue to extend their win streak to 8 games. And so May will do the jump ball with Carlson. Carlson will easily swipe that away, but it looks like a little cheap shot, I guess. And so it'll be Warriors ball to start the game. Ordway will kick things off, start this game. Here's Matthews at the top of the key. Kicks it over to Cole Beardsley. Ty May standing big. Matthews on the edge now. Kicks it out to May. Looking for 3. That'll be just off. Rebounded by Ordway. Goes up strong for the putback. And he'll draw the foul. Good. Great rebound by the undersized Ordway. Getting the bucket and now getting to the line. Yeah, as I said, these 2 teams, some of the best in the state. The only 2 losses that the Eagles have are losses to Seaside, one of the best teams in the state, and then Cascade, who the Warriors beat. And that was just by 4 points. So Ordway will hit 1 and 1. Hit 1, miss 1 to give the Warriors a 1-point lead. Here's Axmaker working on Ordway. Cuts off the screen. Goes floater game. And Ty May will draw the charge. While he may be big, he also knows when to be gentle, and he has drawn several charges on the season. And that one there stopped Axmaker from the floater. Here now is Beardsley. Kicks it over to Ordway. Ordway gives it now to Matthews. Matthews back over to Ordway for three is Ordway, but that'll miss. And now here come the Eagles. Axemaker working coast to coast, and he'll finish it. Beardsley looking to set things up for the Warriors. Gives it to Matthews. Matthews on the edge. Here's Beardsley now. Pump fakes. Gives it over to Russell. And May will give it to Matthews to reset. Ordway now looking on Bernig. Here's Matthews on the edge, looking to drive inside, pull up floater, but that'll miss, and that'll be rebounded by Lemming. Lemming gives it off to Axemaker. Gives it over to Gabriel Wingington. And May will draw the charge once again. Smart basketball plays right there by May. Taking a beating so far, definitely taking some for the team. So 2 charge fouls already on the Eagles. Definitely a attack transition team. Here's Beardsley on the edge now. Beardsley locked up by Axemaker, tipped away. And scrambling on the floor now are the Eagles. Beardsley trying to recover. Will pick it up, and he'll dish it away to Russell. Russell will pick it back up, give it into May. He'll go up strong, and it will roll around and finish him for the 2. May's first points of the night. Axemaker now cutting off the screen. And here now, working on May, was Jonathan Daniels, but that'll be stripped away. Here's Cole Matthews in transition with the jelly finish. Smooth finish there by Matthews. Here's Axemaker now cutting off the screen, gives it to Wingington. This is inside to Carlson, goes up strong, but that'll miss. And it'll be tipped out of the hands of Russell and into the hands of Matthews. 3 for May, but that'll be off the mark. Rebounded by Axemaker, it will dish it up to Wingington. Wingington for 3, and he'll get that one to hit. Wingington with the 3. Matthews on the edge, dishes it to Beardsley, pops the 3, but that'll be no good, and that'll be a foul on Ordway in an attempt to get the rebound. It'll be interesting to see if this game, as it appears to be so far, may be a 3-point affair, as we saw in the girls' game. Here now is Axemaker. Double teamed. Gives it over to Daniels. Daniels looking to go up strong on May, but rejected by Russell, but he'll be called for a foul. Strong little dynamic duo by the Twin Towers there. And so Daniels will now head to the free throw line. Got a nice little student section tonight. Theme is strictly business, so looks like they came ready. Oh, it's just so great to be back in Philomath with these Philomath basketball. It's such a key part of this community, and it's great to have them back after their long 2-week road trip. And so now, after a one-hit free throw, Axemaker pulls one from well beyond the arc, but that'll be off the mark, just short. And here now is Wingington scrambling around. Russell strips it away. Scrambling on the floor now is May and Wingington, and it'll end up in the hands of Beardsley now. Beardsley now push the pace, give it to Ordway, pump fake drive, dish it over to Russell, trying going up strong, but he's got 2 defenders on him, and that'll miss. Axemaker pushing the pace in transition, dishes it over to Wingington, pump fake, pull up Jay, and that'll be in and out. Rebounded by Daniels, that'll miss everything. And so then May will be called for a push foul on Carlson on the baseline. And it appears for a sub for the Warriors. So May will check out and Isaac Latin will check in. And so the Warriors have 6 players on the court, but they got it figured out. So Carlson in the corner now. Gives it to Wingington. Slips out of his hands. Warriors scrumming around. Great defensive play by Ordway. Comes around and gets the steal. He dishes it now to Beardsley on the edge. Beardsley over to Ordway. Back. Goes up for the drive. Looks inside. Good look, but no finish. Now Wingington looking to slow the pace up a little bit. Crossover. Dishes cross court to Daniels. Daniels looking to post up big on Latin. And they give it up to Carlson in the corner. That'll slip off his foot and into the hands of Beardsley. Gives it up to Matthews. Matthews pump fake. Turn around. Throws it to really no one, but Beardsley recovers it. And now Matthews is here on the edge. Getting double teamed, looking to escape the trap. And it'll be a push foul on Wingington. And so now the young Preston Kramer will check in for Ordway. Ordway had a great impact early in the start of this first quarter, really making great defensive plays and contributing offensively as well. So now Latin dishes it up to Beardsley. And they swing it cross court. Beardsley on the nice cut, but they'll continue to keep it at the top of the key. Matthews looking on the drive, dishes it over to Latin. And Kramer will look to reset things at the top. Beardsley on the edge, looks inside. Russell looking to post up. Pump fake, turnaround spin. Rebounded by Latin with the nice putback, and putback again by Russell. Hot potato a little bit, and the Warriors finish. Warriors holding on to a 1-point lead right now, 7-6 advantage. Axemaker pull up 3, and that will be way short. Miss everything on that one. And so now here's Kramer. And that'll be attempted to be stripped away by Bernig, but he'll be called for the foul. Eagles definitely a scrappy defensive team looking to push the pace in transition, I can already tell. And now checking into the game for Carlson is Caden Holm. And then checking in for Bernig is Cody Leming. And so looking inside was Latin looking for Russell, but it'll be saved by the Eagles. And Eagles will dish it up, continuing to push the pace is Axemaker. And they'll dish it up the top of the key is Wingington, and that'll miss everything. Eagles very short on their 3-pointers tonight. Trying to get those outside looks. Here's Matthews on the drive. He'll have a weird floater, but it'll mess around the rim, but it won't go. And there's now Wingington pushing the pace, and that'll be a travel. Looks like both teams may need to slow things down a little bit. And so now Matthews will check out, and Carson Girding will check into the game. Matthews had a great first quarter there, taking leadership, and Girding had a very nice game last game, scoring 10 points, and we'll see how he continues to contribute tonight. Kramer now working, but Lemming playing strong defense. Here's Girding on the edge, gives that up to Latin. And Russell in trouble, but gets it over to Kramer. Girding now on the edge, looking to work on Daniels, struggling to find. Warriors looking to set things up here. Great defensive stand right here by the Eagles, making the Warriors, not allowing the Warriors to get inside and play their game. And now double team is Girding, but gives it up. And continuing to make defensive plays are the Eagles. And they get a stop there and make a huge stand. Don't allow the Warriors to get a final shot there. as the first quarter winded down. Great stretch of defense there by the Eagles. Holy smokes, that will be a huge factor. If they can continue to play like that, it'll be a rough stretch for the Warriors. Yeah, Warriors definitely got to find something to get their offense going there. We're not able to get anything inside the key. We're just kind of dishing the ball around, but they hold on to a 1-point lead now as they head into the second quarter. Eagles have 5 fouls, Warriors have 3. And it is a defensive game right now, as we can tell. Looks like both teams definitely need to slow the pace up a little bit, especially the Eagles continuing to move in transition and huck up a few three-pointers that were way off and might need to focus on getting better looks for them. And then the Warriors get strong looks, but definitely have to maybe continue to speed up their tempo a little bit and work more in transition and not slow it up too much. But we'll see how their game plan is going into the second quarter. Warriors 7-6 is the lead as of right now. And so it appears to be the Warriors' ball still after the Eagles made that strong defensive stand. We'll see if the Warriors can get a bucket here. Beardsley looking to set something up. Gives it to Girding. Off the screen. Dish it around the court are the Warriors. Back up top to Beardsley. Looking on the drive. Dishes it over to Girding. Pull up Jay on the baseline. In and out is the shot. Good look, though. And scrambling on the court now is Latin, but he'll fumble that one away. Axemaker slowing things up a little bit. Gives it to Carlson, who's back in the game. Carlson, spin move, and good finish. Good move there by Carlson. And here's Kramer now, just into the corner to Beardsley, who gives it right back. And now Girding's at the top of the key, looking for options, but is defended well by Axemaker. Is on the drive, gives it up to Russell, but looking for options as well. A little bit too passive here are the Warriors. Got to find a shot here. And so now Kramer's on the top of the key, looking to get anything at all going for the Warriors. Latin's at the top of the key. Gives it to Kramer. And Warriors not. And now we'll get a shot out of Beardsley, and he'll get that one. So I guess patience really is the key for the Warriors. Continuing to find in their looks when they want to. It's excruciating for defenses. Defenses are staying disciplined, but the offenses are also staying within themselves and got the good look they wanted in there for a great shot for Beardsley, who they know can hit that shot. And so now the young stud, Jacob Peters, will check in for Latin to see how he can help the Warriors kind of get out of this stagnant offensive approach. And now it's Wingington, and it'll be a hard foul. But before the foul will be a travel, and so the result will be Warriors ball. Here's Beardsley setting things up. Just is to Girding on the edge. And gives it over to Beardsley as a corner from Russell. Drives baseline, tries to dish inside to Peters. And that'll be in and off of the top of the rim. Rims are kind of bouncy tonight. And here's Wingington. Tries to look for the lob over to Cassington, but it's stolen by Girding now. Girding dishes up to Beardsley, up and under. Won't get that to finish. And scramble in the corner will result in an Eagles ball. And so timeout by the Eagles. Both teams really need to reset here. But definitely a defensive game, as we can see. Lots of steals and defensive stops and forcing the offenses do things they don't really want to do. But Warriors still get into their looks that they want to get to, especially that Beardsley shot. That was a nice look there. He's a great three-point shooter and a confident young stud. And so he's ready to make those shots. But, yeah, kind of both teams are struggling to maintain possession right now. So it'll be the Eagles ball here on the baseline. Axemaker slowing things up now. Gives it over to Wingington. And over the top, Wingington with the finish overgirding. Nice pass there by Cody Leming. Warriors looking to respond as it's a tie game now, 10-10. Russell looking to post up inside. Will pump fake, give it over to Peters. Go up strong, and he'll finish that. Here's Axemaker on Beardsley. Cutting off the screen. And that'll be a moving screen on Wingington. And Wingington appears to be in foul trouble early, but he'll stay in the game. And rather, Caden Holm will check out. And Jaden Daniels will check back in. So now here's Beardsley, gives it over to Kramer. Russell having a tough time to get open. And so Kramer will be worked into a travel after a good defensive stand by the Eagles. Axemaker looking to set things up now. He'll dish it to Caslin. And Carlson will turn it over again. Over the top to Peters is Beardsley, but then will be swatted away by Wingington, but it'll remain in the Warriors' possession. Beardsley looking to inbound, gives it up to Kramer. Kramer gives it back to Beardsley. Looking for the over-the-top lob to Russell, but it'll be tipped away by Carlson. Here's Axemaker on the drive. Looks for the up and under, and he'll draw the foul. And so that'll send him to the line. And so Axemaker will shoot two. And yeah, both teams definitely have size, both in the paint and on the edge. With Carlson standing at 6'7", Daniels at 6'4", and Burning at 6'4". And so now Russell will finally get a break, and he's been playing lots of minutes in this first half. And so May will check back into the game. A long-awaited return now, and Logan Cardle now checking for Carson Girding. So now here's Axemaker. He'll hit his second. And Beardsley looking to get anything going for the Warriors, and hopefully the addition of May now will help things with that. Here's Carter on the drive. We'll get a nice finish. He'll get the quick bucket right into the game. And so Wingington struggling to keep onto the ball here. Many turnovers off of Wingington. And so now the Warriors will try and take advantage and see if they can get a little more cushion. Kramer threw his hands into his face, but he'll recover. And now May at the top of the key. Dishes it over to Beardsley. Beardsley looking to drive. He'll give it back to May. May will post up, look to drive, and it'll be a foul, which will send him to the line. And that foul will be on Carlson. And May will hit the first. And here comes now Cole Matthews back into the game for Cole Beardsley. Cole Beardsley doing best he could there to facilitate the offense for the Warriors. And we'll see if the more experienced senior guard in Matthews can keep the offense rolling. So May will get in and out on that second free throw, but Peters will fight for the rebound. But it'll remain in the Eagles' possession. Such a physical, scrappy player is Peters. Great aggressiveness there. And so now here comes Stayton with Axemaker taking it up the court. Axemaker looking on the drive. Double teamed, but which will result in a miss. But Carlson will be there for the putback. And so now pressed is Kramer, but Matthews will get it in. And Kramer will look to set things up. Here's Matthews now on the edge. Dishes it to Carter in the corner. Warriors need to move better off the ball, as they need to definitely set up their offenses. Here's Carter now in the corner. Corner looking for the pump fake. Dishes it across court to Matthews. Pull up floater. And that'll be no good, but rebounded right away by Kramer. Looking to draw the foul, but that'll be no good. And no foul. And Wingington appears to throw it away, but it'll be tipped off the hands of Matthews. And so now Beardsley, after a short break, will be checking back in for Kramer. Kramer normally an impact scorer, but struggled during that stretch to help his offense get going. Help the offense to get going. And so now here is Wingington at the top of the key. Axemaker over to Daniels. Daniels in the corner now. Looking inside Wingington. This is good ball movement. And here's Axemaker. Pull up three. And that one will hit. So after several tries, Axemaker will finally find the three-pointer with just under 2 minutes to go in this first half, which will give the Eagles the lead. Carter for three in the corner, and he'll hit that one. Big shot by Carter, having a great impact off the bench here. And Axemaker looking to go isolation on Beardsley, but he'll give it away to Laming. And it'll remain Eagles ball. And so May will be checked out before he really even had time to get hot. And so Russell will be back in the game. Try and make a defensive stand here. Here's Wingington on the edge with a quick pull-up three. And he'll hit that one as the Eagles have a 2-point lead. Here's Matthews looking for Carter on the edge. Carter trying to look inside. Will dish it to Peters. Peters cross court to Beardsley. Beardsley running around the court. Pump fake. And Peters will dish it back to Beardsley, saving it. Here's Beardsley on the drive, looking for Carter. And that'll be stripped away by Laming. Laming dishes it up to Axemaker. He'll get his spot up in the corner, but that'll miss. And Wingington. And the Warriors will now try and man up with under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Wingington working on Matthews. Will dish it inside. Nice pass to Carlson. So we'll get the strong finish. And it'll be 17-21 is the score. Now 20 seconds to go in the first half. Warriors got to get a shot here before halftime. Beardsley working on Axemaker. Warriors trying to figure things out. They got to move. No one's moving off the ball here. And 5 seconds, clock winding down. Got to get a shot up here. We'll see if. And Beardsley pull up three in the corner. And that's the look they wanted. So while the Warriors may not have to lead, they get that good shot from Beardsley to make it a one-possession game heading into the break. So very sluggish offensive first half for the Warriors. Not great. And not really great for both of the sides of the ball, taking care of the ball. Several turnovers for both sides, but really it was just stagnant kind of for the Warriors. Not being able to get their clean looks at all. But they did stayed patient. But at the time they pick up the intensity a little bit more. Definitely their movement off the ball was just not there in the first half. I mean, the guys were just relying on the guard to make a move, especially Beardsley and Kramer and Matthews, all not able to facilitate the offense really well. And as the Warriors were just struggling to move off the ball. So we'll see how they continue to try and improve their offense in the second half. As right now it's pretty sluggish and slow. And so as for the Eagles, they kind of finally caught fire and near the end of the half. And the looks they were struggling to make earlier in the half, they got going at the end of that quarter. And so we'll see how the Warriors come out defensively to try and slow that down. But right now the Eagles hold on to a 1-point lead. This Oregon West Conference is stacked, folks. Let me tell you, the Warriors are, thank you. The Warriors are currently ranked first in the conference, of course, with the Eagles trailing just behind them in second place with just 2 losses on the year, 1 coming in conference play. And they are number 4 in the state. And the Warriors, number 5 in the state, but number 1 in the conference. So this is a critical matchup for both teams. And this will be a good test as the Warriors try and figure things out at home now. So yeah, the Warriors back home after their 3-game road trip. They'll play Newport Thursday night. And then they'll head to Cascade on a road matchup on Monday, which will be crucial. See if the Cougars will be hungry to get their revenge after that huge win the Warriors had in that thrilling victory. I guess the last time I covered a home game here. Warriors definitely don't get much home games until the bitter end of the season, where they'll have 4 straight. Eagles now, on the other hand, will start their road trip after a long home stretch. 3 straight at home were their previous games, and now they'll have 3 straight on the road. And so, yeah. Yes, with the halftime report, that leaves me time to talk about the NFL playoffs. Man, what a playoffs divisional round it was. All games, I believe, were decided by a game-ending score, whether that be a field goal or a touchdown. And, man, Aaron Rodgers, who would have thought in the divisional round after the amazing MVP caliber season that he had, would fall to the 49ers in his home environment, frigid Lambeau Field, would fall to the San Francisco 49ers, not because of their offense, not because of their defense, but I mean, obviously they weren't able to find the end zone as much as they would have liked to. But the special teams is really what killed the Packers in that game. I mean, the blocked field goal by Crosby definitely made a difference in the end. And then, of course, that blocked punt that our own Crescent Valley alumni, Talanoa Hufanga, scooped and scored for the touchdown that gave the 49ers all that momentum going into where they'd kicked that game-winning field goal by Robbie Gould, who has just been outstanding in his postseason career. 20 for 20 he is on field goals in the playoffs. And so now the 49ers will be set to square off in the NFC Championship in a home advantage environment for the Los Angeles Rams, who barely escaped a meltdown crisis against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as Tom Brady, the GOAT, almost put together one of his iconic comeback victories in the playoffs once again. But the Rams were able to stifle off their blowing a 24-point lead to the GOAT. But several turnovers in that game that were just several costly mistakes that almost cost the Rams the game. I mean, in the playoffs, a win's a win, but, man, do they definitely have things to clean up. Because the 49ers, they know how to play the Rams well. They know how to play them strong, and they have done well so over the regular season with 2 big wins over them. And we'll see how it goes in SoFi Stadium in the NFC Championship game. Rams are kind of rigging it to kind of have just their fans there, as only LA residents are allowed to attend the game, which will be an advantage for them. But the Niners definitely have a chance to pull off what has been an incredible playoff run for them. No, I don't. I definitely expected them to fall to the Packers, but they took care of business and they beat the Cowboys, another potential Super Bowl favorite, and they took down the Packers. Who knows? They could definitely take down the Rams, who are hoping for a home Super Bowl, and ruin that chance and go to the Super Bowl and potentially square off against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in a rematch of the 2020 Super Bowl. Man, Mahomes is something special, man. Let me tell you, as we all know, but especially in that game of the year, all-time playoff matchup against the Buffalo Bills, where he squared off against Josh Allen, who played perfectly. Like, neither quarterback could have played any better in that game. They both played outstanding. 60 completions, over 700 yards combined of passing, and 7 touchdowns. And really, it just came down to the wire. And the Bills got a touchdown late. That gave them a 3-point lead with 13 seconds left. Who would think that anything possible for the Chiefs to get in field goal range? And then Patrick Mahomes throws an absolute strike down the middle to Travis Kelce to put them in field goal range for Harrison Butker, who has a great leg himself, and sent the Chiefs into overtime. And then really from there, it was just up to a coin flip. Whatever quarterback got the ball first was going to lead their team to a game-winning drive. And, of course, Patrick Mahomes in Arrowhead got the chance to make that happen for his team, and he sure did, with marching down the field and then ultimately throwing the game-winning touchdown pass to Travis Kelce to give them the victory. And so they will remain in Arrowhead for the AFC Championship game, where they will look to advance to their 3rd straight Super Bowl, potentially against the 49ers, as I mentioned earlier. But they will have to go against, some like to call him Joe Shiesty, but Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals, who have been putting quite the impressive underdog run themselves, taking down the Oakland Raiders, which was not much of a surprise, but really the surprise was the way they came out this week against the Tennessee Titans and were able to bottle up Derrick Henry and make incredible stops and come out with 3 turnovers was their defense. And their offense was able to take the gifts they got. They got several field goals. And Evan McPherson, what an incredible kicker. He has been clutch all season, getting the Bengals into this playoff picture with 4 game-winning field goals on the season, including his huge kick to take down the Titans as regulation expired. So both 1 seeds now gone in this NFL playoff picture. And so it is an underdog matchup versus kind of a Goliath matchup, I guess you could say, in the AFC, as Patrick Mahomes is used to being in these environments. Joe Burrow, too, was in a national championship, so he'll be ready to prepare his team. And who knows, maybe we'll get an all-time classic Cincinnati versus San Francisco. Last time we saw that, Joe Montana was squaring off against the Bengals, and Jerry Rice was the MVP of that Super Bowl, of course. So maybe, I don't know if we'll get that classic of the Super Bowl or how that would be, but the Chiefs are going to definitely be a contender, and the Rams will definitely try and use that home field advantage to their favor. But it's going to be 2 incredible championship Sundays. I can't wait to watch them, but these playoffs have truly been incredible, and the championship games will be even more incredible. There's lots of upsets, and I don't really know. As far as Tom Brady's future after this playoff loss, I don't know if there's what his decision and outlook would be. He played outstanding. In that game, he was absolutely outstanding, continuing to put up MVP numbers, continuing to lead his team in a comeback. But it's the rest of his team that I'm worried about. I don't know if they can continue to hold on in the playoff piece that they love in the regular season. Versatile player in Leonard Fournette with the salary cap issues that they have, and whether Chris Godwin will be healthy enough next season with his torn ACL. Antonio Brown obviously had his mental case this season, and who knows what Rob Gronkowski is going to do if Brady potentially does leave. So Bucks kind of have some questions this offseason, and we'll see what Brady does, whether he'll retire and Father Time finally kicks in. Won't be due to playing time. He said a family has a large factor in the decision, so we'll see what decision he makes. And so that's that for the NFL playoffs. Back here now to Philomath, where we have the 20-21 score right now. Warriors are trailing. And we'll see what adjustments these two teams made and discussed at the halftime. And now they come out. Second half coming underway shortly in 10 seconds. And so we'll see. The Warriors come out better offensively, and if the Eagles continue to remain hot offensively as well, and what defensive changes these teams will make. It'll be the Eagles' ball to start. And so now Daniels will be on the edge. And Wingington. Eagles slowing up their offense a little bit. Daniels will be called for the travel. Giving it up to the Warriors, so turnover to start. Not too bad of a start for the Warriors. So now here's Matthews looking to take it up. Ordway back in the game. Here's Matthews. Great pass from Ordway, dishing it over to Matthews with the great finish. Good ball movement there by the Warriors. That's the look they want to get. Axemaker in the corner for three now. That'll be short. And called for the foul. Will be on the Stayton Eagles, so it'll be Warrior ball. Eagles looking to have a sort of a zone defense here with Axemaker at the top. Here's Russell dishing it over to Beardsley. And Beardsley will give it back to Russell. Inside now is May. Spin move goes up strong, and he will get the and one finish. May getting physical there with Wingington, and he'll look for the finish off the three-point play here. So that'll be Wingington's third. Not a great start for him to start this. We'll definitely have to watch out for as he continues to play. If he gets into foul trouble, May will hit his second free throw. And here now is Burning taking it up the court. Beardsley with some strong defense. Gets the takeaway. Warriors wanting the tip. And they'll get the tip, convincing the refs, playing a little bit of Oscar there. But it works in the Warriors' favor. And so now, here will be Cole Matthews looking to work on Daniels. And I'll give it up to Beardsley. Matthews looks inside. Great pass to May, but he won't be able to finish. And he'll be called for the shooting foul. And Wingington will get back-to-back fouls. And so both on May, which will give him 4 fouls. And so he's living on a thread right now, and he'll be coming out as expected for Caden Holm. 2 crucial fouls for the Eagles right there, as Wingington has a nice outside shot, but has definitely struggled with his turnovers and his foul trouble tonight, and we'll wait to see if he'll be able to come back into the game later on. So Warriors coming out strong out of the half with a 6-0 run. Man, looking to make it a 7-0 run. And he will. So great offensive pressure and defensive pressure by the Warriors to start the half. We'll see how they keep it going. With 6.5 minutes to go in the third. Here now is the Axemaker. Crossing at the top of the key. Here's Carlson. And Axemaker pulls a long ball. And that's just a tough shot right there by Axemaker. Great defense by the Warriors, but just a better shot by Axemaker there. Here's now Matthews. Looks up top to May, who drives on Carlson. And Carlson will get the swipe away there. Here come the Eagles up the court. And Carlson will get the dish up top. And he'll drop that in with his large size. So now Eagles coming back with a run of their own. We'll see if the Warriors can respond. Good look for Matthews there, but decides not to take it. And so they'll reset. Here's now is Beardsley. Beardsley gives it up to Matthews. Float game is not strong. And it'll be tipped into the hands of Gavin Berning, who tips it up the court to Axemaker. Pulls an unreal shot by Axemaker. Banks it home, too. I guess the bank is open tonight, folks, and especially for Axemaker. 2 unreal threes there. What a shot by Axemaker. And so now, Warriors looking to respond offensively. But will travel and turn the ball over as the Eagles go on a quick 9-0 run, due in large part to Axemaker. And we'll see how the Warriors definitely need a defensive recovery here. And so now here's Berning at the top of the key. Gives it to Axemaker. Axemaker. ISO on Ordway. Ordway playing nice defense. Staying in front of his man. Good strong man defense by Ordway. And tipped away into the hands of Matthews in the trap. Matthews kicks it to Beardsley. 3. And that'll hit. Beardsley always coming through when it matters most. And he sure did there. He'll give the Warriors the lead again. And here's now the Warriors looking to try and stop Axemaker's momentum, but he'll get the floater, and that'll miss, though, and it'll be rebounded by Matthews. Pushing the pace now are the Warriors. He'll dish it up to May, and looking for the finish, but he'll be 2 under the rim, and now here come the Eagles in transition, and Axemaker will get the easy finish. And so now here come the Warriors trying to respond with one of their own. May, this is inside to Russell, who's trapped. But Matthews will get the long ball, and he'll hit that one. Warriors strong outside. Critical three-point shots back by both by Cole, Beardsley, and Matthews. And haymakers are these teams are trading. And Ordway playing solid defense, getting scrappy, but he'll be called for the foul. And that'll be the Warriors' first foul of the half. And so now the Warriors starters appear to need a break so far. And so Russell and Ordway will check out of the game, while Carter and Peters will check into the game. And so now Berning will take it up the court for Stayton. Berning pull up Jay. And that'll be in and out. Trying to be stepped away by Carter, who gives it into the hands of Peters. Matthews looking to push up the court, and he'll try and scoop up and under, and that'll be put back by May right in there and tie. Great putback by Ty May. Matthews looking to stay in front of Axemaker, not let you get an outside shot, but he'll get the pull-up jumper, and he'll hit that one. Axemaker, key factor in this Eagles offense. Here's Beardsley. Looking to drive, looking over the cross court to Matthews. Matthews jab stepping. Gives it back to Beardsley, who gives it up to May. Corner 3, but that'll miss off the mark. And that'll be stripped into the hands and back into the hands of Carter. And Carter will make a lousy bounce pass, which will be off the foot of Peters. Had a good look there for both Matthews and Peters, but that'll be a turnover, costly opportunity. But Warriors do hold on to a 35-33 lead. Thank goodness for the outside shooting for the Warriors, or else they were struggling into a hole. Had a strong start to the third quarter, and then definitely fell behind as Axemaker got hot, and he is still hot. So Warriors have to find a way to stop him from continuing to beat them outside and in the mid range. But they're doing good offensively. They're finding that nice balance or when to set up a good look for the offense, but also taking the shots that they need to in transition. So definitely great third quarter start. Had definitely a slip up there as the Eagles got going in transition, and that's kind of the key for the Warriors of defense. If they can stop the Eagles in transition, a lot of their gameplay goes away. But yeah, great impact by both Beardsley and Matthews off the coming out of half. When both of them are on the court, they're two of the best shooters on this team, and especially with May as well, all having a great impact. So we'll see how they continue to keep this lineup. Let's see if Carter can get going again off the bench. Had some nice 5 points in the first half. And so here now is Berning taking it up the court. He'll dish it to Carlson at the top of the key. Looking to drive on May, but dish will back it up to Axemaker. Looking to come off the screen. Carlson looking for the pick and roll, but here's Berning on the drive. Pull-up floater. That'll be no good. Get his own rebound, and he'll put it back to finish for 2, which will tie this game up 35 apiece. And here now is Beardsley dishing it to Matthews on the edge. And here's Peters. Gives it over to, and nice pass from Carter to May. And May will draw the foul. Got the look they wanted there. And May is doing good at drawing fouls and on both sides of the defensively with his charges and then offensively getting to the line. He's a fabulous free throw shooter. Knock on wood, I don't jinx him. Of course I did. But definitely, normally a great free throw shooter is May, coming through in the heat of the moment. So now, Preston Kramer will check in for Matthews. Matthews had a great facilitation and leadership in that third quarter. And we'll see how they finish it off with under 90 seconds to go. So May will hit his second free throw to give the Warriors the lead. And Berning will dish it on the edge to Axemaker. Beardsley looking to lock him up. And here's Berning on the spin move, a double spin move, and he'll draw the foul. Smart basketball play there by Berning, drawing the foul and making 2 moves. And so Ty May, that'll be his 3rd foul. In a decent amount of foul trouble, but he's okay for now. Only has 3, so 2 left to give. Warriors only have 2 team fouls, though, which is critical to know, and Eagles have 4. So neither team in bonus quite yet. Been a fairly clean game, but the fouls and turnover and travel calls have been crucial. So here's Carter on the edge, looking to post up, and that'll be rolling in and out. Good look. He'll dish it up to May. Great look from 3, and he'll take advantage of it. Ty May with a great big shot. Warriors doing well from outside, and great wide open look for May, who gets the easy 3-pointer. Here's Carlson. And for 3 now was Cody Laming, who misses everything but the net. And we'll see if Stayton falls into their airball drought again. But that doesn't appear to happen with Axemaker warming up now. Here's Kramer on the edge. May looking to post up. And here is Peters at the top of the key. Dishes it over to Beardsley. Beardsley working baseline on Axemaker with the strong lefty hook. Nice finish there by Beardsley, getting around Axemaker. And so clock's winding down. Axemaker knows he wants a shot. He's going to try and get one, try and draw the foul, but that'll be no good off the rim. And the foul will be May. And so there will be just, I guess, 1 second left or so on the clock.
Well, before the buzzer call, like Garrett Carlson, it was his third.
Clock hasn't been reset yet, so don't know quite how much time there is. So 1.1 seconds left. Warriors will probably just inbound here, not try and risk anything. Maybe try and hook up a shot to see what happens. Kramer will shoot it, but that'll be not enough. And so Warriors recover with some good key shots by both Beardsley and May down the stretch, also making some good defensive stands. And so now they have a 41-37 lead heading into the final quarter of this fabulous game. Definitely much cleaner basketball in the second half and the third quarter especially. And so we'll definitely have a competitive fourth quarter for sure. But I'm liking this lineup that the Warriors currently have in. Obviously, Matthews and them are great impact players, but I'm telling you, when May is on the floor, it is just something else. He is a true leader on this team, has continued to show time and time again. He's not afraid of the moment, as has Beardsley, and just really all these all these players on the Warriors roster have full heart and full confidence in their abilities. And that is just something that is a crucial part in a championship team. And I know that's where the Warriors want to be come March. And so here we go, 41-37. Warriors lead by 2 possessions going into this final quarter. And they have 2 fouls while Eagles are approaching bonus as they have 5 fouls. And Warriors will stay with the same lineup, as will the Eagles besides Daniels, will check in. So Beardsley looking over to Kramer now. Stuck on the edge is Kramer, but he'll give it up to May. And May will give it over to Carter. Gets a nice look inside to Peters, who banks that off the glass for the good 2-point finish. Axemaker looking to direct traffic. And Wingington is back into the game. Only has 1 foul to give. So we'll see how they play it. And here's Bening giving it up to Carlson. Carlson will give it off to Axemaker. And called for another travel. Around the globe have the Eagles been tonight? There's been lots of travel calls on them. Kind of just struggling, moving too fast for their bodies. Is not enough time to dribble, I guess. And so they'll take a timeout, looking to reset just not even a minute into this first quarter, fourth quarter. The Warriors making the Eagles anxious to get some points after that nice look. And just the Warriors ball movement is really something interesting. I mean, you see it all the time. They're just always looking for that next option. I mean, you saw May right there, knew right where his teammate was. He dished it right to Carter, and Carter was right there to look inside for Peters just for the great finish. They always seem to be one step ahead of each other and know where each other is at, and that's a crucial trait. Nice little backflip there by the Warriors cheer squad. That'll be Gavin Henchberger. And loud and proud of the Warriors tonight. Great to have a student section. And here now is Beardsley on the strong drive. Just too much off the glass. But May will go looking for the putback. And teammates scrambling for it. And it'll be a jump ball. So it'll be the Eagles ball. And so sense of relief for Wingington there, not being called for a foul. So here's Axemaker. Spin move. Hesitation. Gives it off to Daniels. Daniels to Berning at the top of the key. And Carlson will post up on May, but he'll give it away. Wingington looking to work on Carter. Carter staying good in front. Playing great defense is Carter. And great defensive hold by the Warriors. And they'll force the illegal screen. Just solid defense there by the Warriors, especially Logan Carter being able to stay in front of Berning. So now here are the Warriors. Beardsley over to Kramer. Driving to his right. Here's Carter in the corner. And Carter will be stolen away, but he'll be able to rebound it. And here's May, pump fake. Post up, strong move, but that will not be able to finish, but he will draw the foul. May is such a versatile player, and he can get physical with you in the paint, but he also has a delicate three-point shot, which makes him such a lethal threat standing at a 6'7" tall. And so now Cole Matthews will check back into the game for Cole Beardsley. Definitely a fair trade, as both are incredible leaders, incredible point guards on this team who facilitate lots of traffic and are able to stay cool in the heat of adversity. And May hits a pair of those. Didn't jinx him this time, so that was good. And so now here is Axemaker. Just it off to Daniel. Daniels give it to Wingington. Pull up three, and he will, but it'll be a two, ref says a two, so Wingington gets a bucket. Such a quick release he has. Quite incredible. So now here's Kramer on the edge. Is trapped in the trap and gets a nice pass to his fellow sophomore, Jacob Peters. He will draw the foul. Good pass there. So Warriors get into the line here, and now the Eagles are officially in bonus with 7th team fouls. So that'll be key to know as just 5.5 minutes remain. Warriors are remaining to stay strong in fouls with only 2. Have a 6-point advantage right now. And so that'll be off the mark, but it'll be rebounded by Carter and get it back to Kramer. Good hustle play by Carter there. And so now is Matthews. Gets it to Kramer in the corner. He'll give it right back. Trying to clear space in the Matthews. And so now Kramer will reset things at the top of the key. And here now is Matthews on the edge. Gives it up top to Peters. And now Kramer looking inside on the drives, up and under. Rebounded by Carter. Goes up strong. Rebounded again. Here's Matthews, pump fake. Gives it off to May, who shoots the three, but that'll be short. So good resilience, offensive rebounding. Great offensive rebounding by the Warriors. Just weren't able to finish. Got several looks there. And so now Daniels gives it back to Axemaker, who step back three, but great defensive block by Matthews, but Berning will rebound, and he'll draw the shooting foul. But great block by Matthews, being able to close out on Axemaker to at least not give up the three-point shot. And so that'll be Preston Kramer's first foul of the game. Marming missed the first, and so now we got a pair of subs for the Warriors as Beardsley will check in for Kramer. And the 2 sophomores will come off the court in Kramer and Peters as the more experienced. Russell and Beardsley will come back into the game, and this is a strong lineup. Carter playing significant minutes tonight, more than I usually am used to seeing. And he's been a great impact player and playing very well tonight off the bench. I've definitely taken note of that. So now here's Beardsley at the top of the key as the Warriors have a 5-point lead. Almost lost it there. Gives it to Matthews. And wrap around is Beardsley. This is inside to Russell, who will try and hold on to the ball. And he'll give it to the corner to Carter. Will go up strong. Great play by Logan Carter. continuing to get baseline drives. And Carter looking to play strong defense on Berning. And he'll be called for the blocking foul. Fair call. And so that'll only be Carter's first foul. Very surprising to me. He's been playing great defense all night. So. And unfortunately, Carter has blood on his jersey, so he will have to exit the game just as he is having such a large impact. And he'll have to head to the locker room. But Ordway will come back into the game. Ordway is such a strong player as well. So now the starting lineup is now back in. All 5 starters are back on the floor. So now Axemaker looking for the pull-up 3. Tough shot. And that'll be just short, but it'll be quickly rebounded by Wingington. And so fall on the ground is Carlson by Ordway. Warriors have jumped up to 5 team fouls. Still holding on to a 7-point lead. Axemaker lobs it up top to Berning. And now Axemaker with the pull at mid-range, wide open, but misses it. And now Ordway gets it up to Matthews. Matthews will dish it up to Russell, who give it to May, and heels strong. Great ball movement by the Warriors. And here come the Warriors now, 9-point lead. Here's Wingington looking to drive on May. He'll stop on a dime, and he won't be able to get that to finish, though. But Carlson will be there for the put back. And so now here's Beardsley. Pushing the pace, gets it over to Ordway. Ordway will give it up to Matthews. Matthews, wraparound floater. And that'll be just in and out of the rim and rebounded by the Eagles. Eagles pushing the pace now. And Wingington, lethal 3, but good closeout by Matthews. Able to make a good defensive presence there. Beardsley gives it to May. May over to Ordway. And back to Beardsley at the top. Beardsley, strong drive, up and under. And will draw the blocking foul. So it'll be 1-1. So he'll shoot 2, actually. So Warriors been doing well at drawing fouls tonight. Playing smart basketball IQ. Beardsley hits the first. And it's the second. Ice cold are the Warriors from the free throw line. In the sense of lethalness. And so now Wingington is on the drive and is a jump ball call. So that was lucky for the Warriors as they actually get the ball back in what appeared to be a hard foul on Wingington. And so now full court press now are the Eagles. And so Matthews was not aware that he was not able to move since it was a foul in the turnover. So Matthews moved on the baseline and turned the ball right back over to the Stayton Eagles. Axemaker looking to get it in. But Warriors playing strong defense, but he'll give it up top to the 6'6" Wingington. Matthews playing stuff D, staying in front. Wingington will dish it to Daniels, who'll give it up to Axemaker, pull up, fade away. And it'll be into the hands of Russell for the rebound. And now Matthews looking to push the pace up the court. He'll give it to May on the strong finish, but won't be able to finish. Good ball movement by the Warriors. May's just not able to finish with the left-hander. But it was a great look. Warriors got to keep their cool here. Just under 2 minutes to go. Holding on to a 9-point lead. Just have to stay disciplined. But Definitely the experienced group you want to have on the floor. And so it will be Eagles ball as the Warriors did get that jump ball, but then Matthews turned it over. So now here is Axe Maker coming up the court. Axe Maker will be called for a carry. Just the simple basketball fouls that the Eagles have been struggling with. It's just pure sloppiness on the offensive ball part of the ball with travels, and now the carry. There's something you cannot have. But working in the Warriors' favor. Here's now is Matthews on the edge. And so now the Warriors will look to set up. They're winding down the clock. And the Warriors will continue to try and keep the ball in their possession as we approach the 1 minute mark. And good look inside is May looking for the slam, but he'll draw the foul. Good ball moving around. May almost caught a body, but the Eagles will be safe for now. So he'll go to the line, which will be good. And so now Carlson will foul out of this game. Huge loss for them as that's the tallest player, 6'7". And so now Berning will now check into the game, as well as Caden Holm. So a huge loss for the Eagles late in this game. May not able to connect on the first. But he will the second as the Warriors now take a 10-point lead with just a minute to go. We cannot give outside shot looks as these Eagles have lethal three-point shooters. And here's one of them, Wingington, and swatted away by Cole Matthews. He has been locking in on Wingington all night, being man-to-man defense, and he has just been in his head ever since the second half. And so now Wingington trying to look for another shot on Matthews, but he will be contested by Matthews. And that'll be off the mark. And so now here's Beardsley working on Axe Maker. And dishes it over to May. Will be inside, up and under, and we'll get that one to go. And here now are the Eagles looking for a three-point shot out of Berning, but that'll be way off the mark. And so now May will be fouled, and that will be on Wingington, which will be his fifth. Stayed out of foul trouble for the majority of the second half, but that will be his end of his night. And so just continued great, clean basketball by the Warriors. They remain on a bonus while the Eagles definitely have fell off the deep end in terms of foul. 10 fouls right now as they are encroaching on double bonus. But Mail connect on his free throws now. He has been on the line quite a bit tonight, but as he is used to, and this is why you practice your free throws, folks, for these types of situations, because free throws and the fouls have really made the difference in the second half, as the Warriors now have a 14-point lead with just 30 seconds to go. So Ordway will be called for the blocking foul on Berning, but still remain out of bonus. One foul to give here on the Warriors. .27 seconds to go. Yeah, great defense, great offense by the Warriors laid down the stretch. So now here's Berning looking for a shot, but that won't go. But it'll be rebounded by Holm. And it'll be off the hands of Berning, and it'll be Warriors ball. Just a great fourth quarter. And a great finish by the starting lineup. He knows how to finish a game. And May will now dish it over to Russell, who will look for the finish, and he'll be fouled by Axemaker as the Eagles continue to struggle in the terms of fouls and making defensive stops cleanly. Russell hasn't been at the line much tonight, so yeah, Warriors a great finish to this game. This will be a huge win for them. Great return home. This wonderful home crowd. Look at that packed student section tonight. And we all love to have our Warriors back in Philomath. And off the foot of Axemaker. And lobs it up. Time running out. And Eagles will get one last shot. And it'll be off the mark, but it doesn't matter. The Warriors win it 57-42. Dominant second half, fourth quarter showing. It was a tight game, back and forth early on in the first half, but the Warriors dialed in defensively and offensively, got the looks they wanted, and stayed strong, stayed out of foul trouble, and let the Eagles pay their dues in terms of fouls. And the Eagles were really struggling to take care of the basketball as the Warriors' defense was too much. Several travel calls on them and several carry calls and just miscommunications. And the Warriors took advantage of those defensive stops and were able to get themselves going offensively and stay patient and able to set a nice tempo for their offense. Just a great overall showing in the second half. And the Warriors now extend their win streak to 8 games, are now 11-3 on the season and 5-0 in league play. The Warriors will have a lesser opponent Thursday night against Newport, and I'll be right back here on the broadcast. So Warriors win both girls and boys. Warriors extend their win streaks and are back home. So welcome home, Warriors, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Subscribe and like it more to stay up to date on all things on Blake's Take, and I hope you have a good night, everyone. Go Warriors.